I walk with love in my heart, you know, and I just walk with hope. And I feel if there's enough of us walking with love in our heart and wanting to be together and not divide and argue.
Have mercy on my soul. Okay. Oh, Father, I just pray for forgiveness. Yeah. Please relieve me from my woes.
Hey, my beautiful people, I hope everyone's doing good. I'm here with a little general chit chat video with you because there is a lot of stuff going on. And, you know, I like to talk about the energies and positivity and things that are going on in our world within reason. I feel like if we put too much into certain spaces, then that will actually influence our frequency. But I've noticed, well, I think we've all noticed, and I'm going to be very mindful in this video, okay, of how I speak on this subject and what I put into it. So, I made a video not long ago actually saying that I just feel as though there's a lot of stuff going on with the energy in this world right now, and that things, I don't know what, you know what I mean? I'm going to get a bit deep, okay? Grab your coffee, get your snacks, okay? We're going to be chatting, okay? Chatty Patty's in at the building. I like to just speak about my thoughts and my feelings, and I just feel as though there's like a gloom in the air. First of all, I'm in the UK, London, and it's just, I know we're in winter, but there's just some kind of smog in the air that just makes everything feel really dull and grey. And I'm not just talking about the color of the sky, I'm just talking about everything feels very heavy. And I made a video about this a while ago, just saying like something's off. And I'm always saying to you, they're trying to divide us, because if we fight amongst ourselves and we don't see what is going on in the world, and we're too busy fighting about who belongs in this country and just money and what people are doing, a lot of gossiping. You know, I do a little bit of gossiping. You know that already. We do talk about certain things, but I talk about it on the scale of where we are and where we're at in the world today. Other than that, I mind my business. As we say in Jamaica, I drink water and mind my business, okay? But that being said, I said there's just too much going on and it's really, really sketchy. And then the files dropped. Like I said, I'm going to be careful about how I talk in my video, okay? Certain files dropped over the past few days. First of all, a lot of us knows what happened with the island and with this guy, yeah, Epstein, okay? I'm not gonna say it's no surprise to me. I mean, my Instagram feed is just going crazy. I'm seeing things that really I rather have not seen. It's not as though I didn't know that stuff was going on. I've spoken about this stuff years ago in the past. But I think now people are visually seeing it. It's just so devastating. And that led me to just think, okay, girl, you want to do a video, but we don't want to talk. Well, I just don't want to get into it on here. Like, I share what I share on Instagram, I reshare certain things, but on this channel, I'm gonna just keep it. There's a reason for this. And I just had, like, I said a long time ago, like, well, I've said when I'm talking amongst friends and that the Diddy scandal and the Diddy thing, he's just like a drop in the ocean. That there's bigger dogs out there than Diddy. You've got this situation, like we had the Weinstein, we got the Epstein, we got certain things. And I just thought to myself, like, and even what happened with Bill Cosby and just certain people, right? And I know they say that Epstein's dead. But my thing is, I just feel like there's just not enough uproar. When you look at the Diddy case and you look at this, I know that people are not waking up. People are seeing now. I'm not going to say waking up, but people are seeing certain things now. But I just feel like it's just so sad to see. Like, for example, Michael Jackson. You can argue with your mama, argue whoever you want to argue with. But again, to me, that was a smokescreen. Throw him under the bus, make him look like he's evil. When actually, I think if you listen back on Michael's music, you'll see he was trying to tell us from a long time ago a lot of stuff. Allegedly, was suspicious. So a tape has come about from Michael Jackson. I don't know if I'm going to insert it here, but you can easily find it. You just put Michael Jackson's last tape.
I don't know if I should tell you this, but I don't know who may be listening. There may be a group of people that want to get rid of me. They don't want me here anymore.
I don't understand. What do you mean? Talk to me.
I can't talk about it over the phone. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just feel in my soul, only God knows, they could shoot me. They could stab me. They could frame me and say I overdosed you with drugs. They can do a lot of things.
Who could do this?
It's not the government. It's more than the government. But I don't know, Tita. I don't care. They can kill me. I don't even care my life anymore. I just want my children to be okay. My angels. I want them to be safe.
Michael,
I gotta go.
And you hear some of the things that he said, you know. We've all heard about certain things like Dead Man Switch and certain things like that, and all kinds of things when it comes to people. Look that up if you don't know what that is. And I just feel as though a lot of things is a smoke screen, okay? This video is all over the place because this is just literally me speaking my mind. So I hope you get where I'm going with this. ICE. You got the situation with ICE and Trump and all of the stuff that's going on right now. And again, yes, it's happening. Yes, it's bad, but it's also a smokescreen as well. And I keep saying, if they can tear us apart and we don't come together as a people, we're busy arguing and fighting amongst ourselves. All of this is what's going on in the background. That, again, is a drop in the tip of the iceberg. It's just a little thing. You're just seeing little snippets. And sometimes I think as well, they put those little snippets as part of the plan to derail and defocus you. Like, you can think, oh yeah, look, they're showing us this and that now. What's going to happen about it? What is... People in higher places always have the power and yield the power and get away with far too much. What is actually going to be done? What's actually going to happen with it? Or are they just giving us little bits of what they feel, you know, because a lot of people's been asking, release the files, release the files. The files are released now. Now what? Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's all part of everything. It's all part of the momentum and the process. And I think if C19 is anything to go by, all the stuff that we went through, all the lockdown, all the stuff that we go through, all the wars and the destruction, all the people going to different countries to flee their country to be illegal immigrants, you know, illegal immigrants in God's country. I just cannot fathom half of the stuff. I feel like we've hit a pivoting point where people are, I mean, Lord, I've been saying this around C90 days. I thought, you know, people are opening their eyes to certain things, but I feel like there is something going on where people are slowly really getting fed up. And this, I know this is going to sound like it doesn't fit here, but, you know, I've done videos on iShow Speed, for example, showcasing Africa. And the whole time that what was pumped into us is that Africa is just poverty, dirty water, no food, this famine, charity aid, this, that. And he's gone there and it's just beautiful. I'm not going to say that there are not certain parts that need help, as in any country, okay? Every country's got their own isms, their own issues, but I feel like he shed such a light. Even when he went to Egypt and he's asking certain questions that me, as a child growing up, knew why the noses were missing. If we can agree to disagree, but all of the nose them missing off the statues, just like he asked certain questions that I'm just like, okay. Some people are the chosen ones. I said this as well. Again, I'm going to throw him in there. I recently reacted to Ren's new song, Starry Night, and it reduced me to emotional tears. And it is because there is so much going on in this world that it feels so heavy. And he hit the nail on the head with every single bar, every single lyric, every single harmony, every single visual. in that, if you've not seen Ren Starry Night, I beg you watch it. You must watch it, because it's like he's speaking what a lot of people are feeling. Do you know what I mean? So like, there's so much going on, and I know I'm talking about a deep thing, but I just feel like as well, I've been talking to a few people, and even you know, I was checking like things that I could do videos on the other day, and I'm just like, one of the things that is really resurfacing is that people, like, fashion trends are going back to like the early 2000s. Like, we've got people wearing certain fits that we were wearing years ago. You got good old music coming back, like certain artists coming back when things were good. People are stripping back things back and trying to take back their independence in the music scene. I'll talk about that because I do a lot of work in the music, on the music scene, when it comes to reactions and liaising with artists and labels and certain things like that. And I'm seeing it again. It sounds a bit random, but like, I reacted to Backstreet Boys, like that nostalgic. It's like taking you back to certain things where things were really simple. Things has always been effed up, don't get me wrong. There's an artist that I love called Wiley, and he's like literally got himself a record shop and is trying to do all of these music on like CDs and stuff, CDs, and bring do more vinyl. I'm not saying vinyls has ever gone, but like, you know, there's this time. I always say, check your mind back into a time when you was truly happy and complacent. I always tell you the 90s were the time, right? Early 2000s. I feel like it's a little bit of a reset. You know what I mean? I feel like people just want the simplicity of life. There's certain apps as well that people are downloading to not be on the socials as much. Social scrolling and all of that as well can really weigh you down, as in looking at how people's fake lives are and wanting that life, looking at what people tell you they have that they don't have that you want. Everyone's happy, but really, are you happy? It don't take 2 minutes to smile for a selfie, does it? And then post it in a nice luxurious restaurant, and then go home to a dingy flat and be all on your own, feeling depressed. Nobody really knows what anyone's going through, and I think these things just gives a false sense, like a smoke screen. Something, I'm really rambling, aren't I? A smoke screen. Bear with me a second, because I did write some notes. Let me see. Yeah, I did put as well that there's a lot of series as well and movies. Well, this has been happening for years, but a lot of movies and series kind of sort of just depict or show you what's going to happen. Like, things that are in a lot of movies and series is happening, and a lot of stuff is programming us. I always say this to you as well, and you can look through my videos. I talked about it with my TV licensing stuff. Don't have TV license, but I spoke about why I don't really watch the news, and I don't watch TV. Like, I don't do TV. I watch YouTube, I watch Netflix, I like to watch people's lives. But even when I sit down on TikTok and I watch people's lives, I think, Bomba Clark, I think, rah, the world's messed up, and people are really tapping into things to just feel free of the world. Whether it is that they're getting high or they're drinking or they're doing whatever, I feel like the state of the world is so bad right now. It's so bad. But at the same time, I'm feeling like a lot of people have had enough and are kind of like trying to opt out of that. I feel like a lot of people are just trying to opt out of that, you know? I sometimes feel as if I could just go to a remote island, not a remote island, what do you call it? I want to live like, not off grid. Not right, yeah. I don't think I would survive on a remote island. It's just some coconuts and that, trying to fish. But I just want a simple life, and sometimes I just feel like I just want to cry. Like, the littlest things is really just getting me emotional and getting me mad. But I just feel like us as a people are still not mad enough. So much things are coming to light with, you know, the governments, politics, and just the whole system and the whole narrative. And I feel like it's just really, really making people fed up. That's also making crime on the rise, because people are really losing the plot out here. People are trying to just survive by doing wrong things. People kind of like in a fight or flight mode, and a lot of people have given up. A lot of people have just given up, and a lot of people have cracked up, have gone mental. It's just really, really a lot going on. So I say that to say this, okay? And that's why I said I weren't going to get too deep into the files and stuff. Because, like, the things I've seen, and I'm a mum as well, regardless of if you're a mum or not, but I'm a mum. And to see certain things that I've seen, it's just horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And I feel like this is a time where you realize that there's no justice. And this is another reason why I say about Ren's video, please go and watch it. It's like people in higher powers will always be living the cushy life and will always get off, whether or not they're in jail or whatever, dead. It's like they will never face the real justice that they need, and the people will never, ever be set free. You know what I mean? I feel like we're all kind of held prisoner, in, so to speak, you know, constantly working, grinding, whatever it is, whether you're working, whatever you're doing to try and obtain money, is a vicious cycle, because then the bills and the taxes and the things that you're paying into is just ludicrous. And I hear as well that our taxes in the UK may go up because Trump wants to buy Greenland. He wanted to buy Greenland. Let me put that in there. Like, who the hell do you think you are? You just can't think you can just buy an entire, like, let's talk about Gaddafi's son as well. He's gone.
I can't lie, the world is a scary place. Now we've got Gaddafi's son that's been found dead, well, assassinated, well, gunned down, well, on our feed, all we see is these Epstein files. But on the back end, we're seeing all sorts of assassination. Listen, I'm not going to get too political into this because, you know, akhi, I'm not looking for them to come for me, akhi. We're seeing these top billionaires, the people that run the world, akhi, with children, yeah? This is not a joke. Seriously, man. It's literally not a joke. Comment the word active, but yeah, man. Like, whilst this has happened and all these files has gone viral, something major's happened in Libya. I don't know, man. Is it linking the two together? Is it not? Bro, let me know in the comments, man. Head to link in bio, go watch the full YouTube, bounce to YouTube, or comment the word active. But please educate us, man. Educate us what is going on, man.
Gaddafi's son has reportedly been assassinated. It's been stated that gunmen stormed his home with no warning. Guys, if this is true, Libya isn't just grieving, it's up for grabs. Let's not forget Libya holds the largest oil reserves on the continent. 48 billion barrels, more than Nigeria, more than Algeria. Listen, Saif al-Islam wasn't just a name. He was the comeback plan. Polling second in 2021, tribal backing, deep legacy, wanted by the ICC, but still one of the few names that could hold Libya together. And now he's gone. Gone just as the US and France re-entered quiet talks with the goal to compete with Nigeria because Nigeria wasn't playing ball, to crown a new oil titan in Africa. So if we're talking motives, think oil access, asset control, gold reserves. The IMF said Libya could hit 100 billion GDP by 2027 if it stabilized, but it hasn't. Italy's chasing gas, China's eyeing infrastructure, Russia's Wagner still lurking, UAE and Turkey fund rival militias, and the West silent on camera and active off fit. No leader, no elections, just chaos. And chaos makes access easier. If this was a hit, it wasn't personal, it was strategic, because Libya isn't unstable by accident. Instability is leverage, and if Libya falls deeper, it's not just Libya that loses. Nigeria and Algeria lose pricing power. Niger, Chad, Sudan feel the fallout. More migrants, more violence, more foreign support. This is how they move. One vacuum, one death, one quiet deal, then it's gone. Contract by contract, barrel by barrel. And if France and the US take this, it's not just a regional win, it's global leverage. Energy dominance shifts back to the West. BRICS loses ground, China gets blocked, Africa gets undercut. So what's the solution? Not another press release, not another empty African Union statement. This needs a real energy alliance led by Nigeria, Algeria, Angola, and Egypt. Top producers, real leverage, a united bloc that sets red lines. No foreign contracts without regional consultation. No coups ignored when resources are in play. Diplomatic pressure backed by defense agreements. Continental oil isn't just a product, it's a power source. And if Africa doesn't defend it, someone else will own it. The continent is in play, and the silence If it comes, it will be a decision. Let's talk in the comment section. What are your thoughts here, man? Listen, this is a big deal, you know. This is a big deal.
So much stuff is happening. It's crazy. And I hear that he was trying to introduce a new currency or something like that. But we know it's Gaddafi's son. And whatever you believe about Gaddafi.
What if I told you the son of one of Africa's most powerful leaders is rising from the ashes, and the same Western powers that destroyed his father are now terrified he'll take back everything they stole? Right now, across Libya's burning deserts, a ghost that was supposed to stay buried forever is walking again. His name is Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, the son of Muammar Gaddafi, the man NATO killed in 2011. For over a decade, the world thought his story ended in a prison cell, but he never left, he never ran, and now he's back with one clear message: I'm coming for what's mine. What happens next in Libya could flip the entire balance of power in North Africa, and the West knows it.
You need to realize as well, this is another thing about them trying to portray to you that Africa is so poor when Africa is one of the wealthiest continents in the world. Sitting on so much oil resources, diamonds, yeah, cobalt. Look at Congo. Look at the things that these places are going through. Yeah, Libya, all of the, and of course, you know about the other places. Again, I have to be very careful what I talk about because this is an unfortunate world we live in where we can't be set free to just speak and to just speak our minds and be a little bit upset and just really flip the freaking table. So I don't know if this video will even progress, but I know that I've got a lot off my chest, and I always say those that needs to hear this will hear it. But I'm just so sad that people do not realize, whether you're religious or not, we didn't just arrive here off a speck of dust, you know. We're all here trying to make it through life and navigate life together. And one thing that's tearing us apart is racism, greed, religion, so much stuff, and politics. Divide and conquer. We should be loving each other regardless of race, you know, regardless of color, religion, yeah, regardless of these things. Countries, walls, lines that tell you can't go there. Like, it's crazy to me. There's some countries that are so rich and their people are suffering, bro. Their people are suffering. And they print money. Let's not even forget the fact that money is printed. You know, that whole saying, money don't come off trees. Well, it does. It's printed on paper. So, like, yeah, these are some of the things that live rent-free in my head. Sometimes I do these videos. Things that live rent-free in my head. I'm just like, I just want, not necessarily an uprising. I want people to just open their eyes and to look at each other and realize that we're all brothers and sisters. We are all one. We are all equal. We are all human. We're not even this color thing. Color was set there to divide us as well. Oh yeah, he's black, you're white, you know. I don't even like the term when they say yellow, orange. There's only one orange person in the USA. But color is there to literally, again, make us argue and fight amongst ourselves. Because this is the thing, ignorance is also as bad as racism. Because we're always shouting and talking about the fact that there's racism, and yeah, it does exist, but ignorance is one hell of a thing, you know. Ignorance is also just as bad, because there are a lot of ignorant people, regardless of your skin tone. And I've seen it when it comes to little things like the AFCON. People don't, we're really talking like, okay, we're really talking AFCON as well. I know a lot of stuff happened in AFCON, but again, people are now arguing with ignorant comments and ignorant minds and racism. And at the same time, you don't realize that this is supposed to be African football and you're all arguing about who's truly African to you and who's cheating. Like that whole AFCON thing, again, there was so much things projected before each game that made people rile up and be angry. And this is supposed to be a beautiful thing. At start, for me, it was beautiful. I really enjoyed AFCON. People took all the negatives and just ran with it. And you forgot all about the beautiful moments. Again, same thing with Aisha Speed's tour. I saw beautiful things and I saw one or two ignorant people. You get one or two ignorant people in the UK and London. You get 1,000,000 people ignorant and racist in the USA. You've got all of that stuff going on in your own country. Want to moan about a couple of idiots that don't define a whole country. I walk with love in my heart, you know, and I just walk with hope. And I feel if there's enough of us walking with love in our heart and wanting to be together and not divide and argue, then the world will be a better place. Okay? And I do think we need to get angry about the right things. You're going to be projecting and putting into things like anger over football, anger over religion, anger over what country you belong in and why you're here and get out my country. I'm supposed to angle in the right things because you're still sitting there suffering, but it weren't the people, although you want to say it's because people are sat in your country taking your resources. Is it really them? Is it really just them? You need to just really look inside yourself, because I think some people are really angry over the wrong things. And I really think that there is a little shift. Because like I said, around C19, it was like a lot of conspiracy theorists, whereas now a lot of people are realising a lot of the stuff is actually in plain sight and reality. What are you going to do about it? That's it. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to respond? Because it's not about fighting amongst each other. Why do I want to break into song? Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for... Okay, I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. There are people, okay? It's crazy, man. And while we're stood there arguing amongst ourselves, there's people literally fighting for their lives. Don't know where their next meal is going to come from. Don't know if they'll see another day. Don't know if their house is still going to be there. Their mum, their dad, their sister, their kids. Let that sink in. Anyway, I know this was quite a deep video, but you know, I do get into these topics and I like to talk. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, do like and subscribe. Do all the techie housekeeping stuff. But no, it's not housekeeping, because I do like to chat. I do like to talk about things within reason. Do follow me on Instagram. It's Natural Love UK or Love My Lifestyle. And I actually probably, yeah, I have Love My Lifestyle, which is for this channel, but Natural Love UK, I reshare and I share certain things in my stories, because I don't like things to be heavy all the time, but it is heavy, isn't it? It is a reality, and we can't bury our heads in the sand, you know. And if you did enjoy this video and you want to talk, I just want it to be a safe space for conversation. You know, any kind of real disgraceful comments will be blocked, because this is a safe space and it's an opportunity to really speak about certain things going on in the world, and to meet like-minded people and to just be part of a tribe, you know. It's I call it my tribe, like my family, my tribe. I like to talk to you all. So, you know, if you enjoyed this video, do subscribe. I'm going to be dropping some more very soon. And thank you so much for watching today. Bye.